Enjoy driving this truck. This is my favorite truck of 2024. This is so far my car of the year for 2024. The Ford Everest V6, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that? Oh, and the brakes also work. Thankfully, the brakes also work. So there you go. This car does tick a lot of boxes, and it's good for the environment because of the AdBlue. So you're not driving a dirty diesel anymore. 90% better emissions. You're doing good by the environment. You've got good range. You can get 600k off a tank easy. Probably 700 if you're just driving. If you're happy to drive 110, 120, you can get 11 liters per 100. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Maybe even touching 10 if you don't have a headwind. So with these V6s, a lot of it depends on how you drive the car in terms of fuel economy. But it is a driver's car. This make no mistake. Anything else is up against? Then you got your Audi Q7s, and with the reliability of Audi, I'd be happy to be in one of these. Thank you very much. Anything else come to mind? Nothing really offhand. Yeah, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal is actually a good way to describe this truck. It is a very, very good way to describe this truck. Give it a bit of a spanking. Up she goes. It really has a lot of get up and go for a big car. Oof. Yo. What's this big sigh here? So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Ford Everest for you. Highly impressed. I would definitely get one new. I'd get it under service plan, get the whole package, get out there, get the family in the car, and get out there and enjoy these gravel roads of South Africa and around the world. Almost forgot this is made in Victoria, Australia. I can feel it. It feels, there's something different about this. It feels like it's made to last. Fishman always, rest in peace, Fishman. He always say you can tell the quality of something by the buttons, and these buttons all feel well made, except for this little round one here, which has got a little bit too much light plastic. But on the whole, actually, it doesn't feel that bad. It feels better on this model than the other model. Weird. There's a lot going on in this car. Always got to do a windscreen wiper test. Look at how much water you get on the window. That is a lot of water, ladies and gentlemen. Get up and go, and then we have different. Let's put it into eco mode. And whoa, there's some interesting driving going on here. Then you got the old eco mode. Doesn't sound very different, but the eco mode will automatically put it into too high, but we don't need that. Back to normal. Normal service resume. This is like a runaway train. The runaway train. Run away. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just that punching through the gears. Yes, this gearbox is 10 speed, 8 speed auto. 8 speed's fine, 10 speed's overkill, let's be quite honest, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it feels like the wheels aren't even on the ground anymore. It's just kind of floating in the air, which is a good thing. It's a real good thing. It's a real good thing. So in this premium 1 million rand plus market, there's not much that's going to compete with it. If you want the ultra luxury version, just get the platinum. If you want a slightly more economical version, just drive you've got the bi turbo as well. So you have got lots and lots of options. And options is good. Options is real good. Let's put on all-wheel drive and keep the trackies off so we can have a little expression session now. Okay, so we're going for some faster gravel now. That's 60, 80. Oh, 90. Whoa, and that is quick. I think this thing against the Raptor, with the 33s on, this thing could easily hang with the Raptor. And put Fox shocks on here, and you've got the best 7-seater in the market. I mean, come on, Ford, we've got a low-hanging fruit here, a Raptor Everest. You've got the perfect powertrain. You don't need to put the petrol in. Just put a bigger tire on, and we're in business, baby. Come on, I mean, it seems like such a... I mean, we've got a Raptor Bronco. Now it's time for the Raptor Everest. I'm really looking forward to that, Ford. I'm really looking forward to that, man. So off-road, this thing is phenomenal. I haven't taken on any tight twisty bits, but I know what driving Everest before. It's got the low range, it's got everything you need off-road. And then when you want to put the power down, but most people are going to be driving this on the road. And there you go, that is just kick you in the back of your pants power. Yo, the V6 really puts a smile on your face. Sure, you could get your 2-liter bi turbos and they're great. I mean, it's the way things are going, but it's just something sexy about a V6. Stick you in the back of the seat, and off she goes. Okay, so we're gonna head now up to the same little twisty road we took the Tigger on, and we'll see how she goes. Steady as she blows. Just ambles along. Not a care in the world. Windscreen wipers are all there. It's got automatic lights. So you actually, I mean, with this, with the AdBlue, you no longer, you can feel better about driving a diesel, and you don't have to be bullied into an EV. You can still have a fossil fuel car and still have great range. Sure, there's a place for EVs if you're living in the city and you have solar on your roof, and you don't mind a lot of mining in the Congo, and EV is the car for you. But for anybody else living in the real world, it's still a bit, well, in South Africa, not in the real world. If you like traveling long distances, which I do, road trips is what I live for. Well, it's not what I live for, it's one of the things I live for. Family is obviously important, but anyway, that's one for another day. This thing is just banging. Absolutely banging. Towing would be phenomenal with this. It's got a 3.5 ton towing capacity. I think with a smallish trailer you wouldn't even notice this behind you. That's the sort of power you're dealing with on this truck. No turbo lag, it's straight into it. straight into it, ladies and gentlemen, and then you just zap it out. And it is all there, ladies and gentlemen. It's all there in bucket loads, to be quite honest, with this Everest. And next week, I'm also getting the Everest Ranger soon, which I'm really looking forward to. We're going to take that, put it up against the Jeep Wrangler. Trimmer's going to be on there, and we're taking it to the bush for a proper road trip. So there's a lot to look forward to on Africa Sideways. But I got to say, this truck has been talking to me very loudly the last few days. And it feels they got the build quality right on this. They got the right engine in there, and if reliability proves to be strong in this truck, this is going to be a keeper. This is going to be the sort of thing you see popping around in 15, 20 years time, still ticking over like the Prados are. Beautiful. Really is a thing of beauty. And then when you just want to amble along, you can do that. It's a car for all seasons. This housewives will love it because you can fit all the kids in the back, loads of space. Petrol heads will love it, but there's plenty of power on tap. Handles well, great on the highway. Overtaking's a breeze. Gravel roading is very, very tidy. Look at you, see how it pulls up the hill here. This new Ford Everest is very, very tasty. Very tasty indeed. Cornering is. Stuck it in here. House for sale if you got 30 mil. Let's pump it up, pump it up one time. Yo. This for such a big car, it's so nimble. It's a nimble thriller. New Ford Everest, ladies and gentlemen. Right at home in this Lani suburb. I could see people living owning one of these, and when Ford starts getting into that conversation and starting to go up against your Audis and your big cars, but yeah, handling's on point. I would dare say it's a lot better than a Fortuna's handling. I think we can agree on that. Not that I've got to drive a Fortuna, Toyota. Hook me up, please. I'm overdue a Toyota. Ford are the only people that really look after Big Six. Having said that, Chery are now coming to the party. Mahindra are back. I think thanks to the Mahindra Karua video, which has got over 50,000 hits. Thanks for watching, everybody. But this is where you want to be taking your Everest, is into the bush. If you're going to do serious bushwhacking, you get the 15-inch rims, you put a nice, thick, all-terrain tire on, then you get out there and you enjoy yourself. That's what these 7-seaters are all about. It's about family, it's about getting together, it's about hoedom. And that's what this car has in bucket loads. Let's turn the ship around. Check out the turning circle. Not too bad for a big truck. Okay. So let's see how she does down the road now. short. When you're not fighting gravity, this thing is even faster. I've got to be careful though. You don't want to be getting too saucy. That's for sure. Let's dive it in here. Yeah, it feels really, really planted. And with this all-wheel drive system, it makes a big difference, because in the past you could only drive 4 high on gravel, but now with the all-wheel drive option you can drive on tar, and you still have to. What shit? Why is everybody rushing out? I suppose I'm not driving like Miss Daisy. You get up from the universe what you put out, son. And this car's putting out power. You can see it's built from one thing I got to mention in the Tiggo. I don't know. The Chinese cars I find are made just for smaller people, and my leg would be hitting here now. My leg doesn't hit the center console. The center console is actually narrow. It feels like the Tiggo, which is a smaller car. So these car companies should really take into account guys with big book legs. You know, you need a bit of space. Like this, I can see it's designed for Americans who need a bit of room to maneuver. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Harry? Beautiful day here in Cape Town. So in terms of drivability, this thing ticks the box in bucket loads. Price, as you can expect for this premium product. Power is all there. Towing ability, off-road ability, reliability to be confirmed, but yeah, as I said, I've spoken to lots of Toyota Ford owners and I've had no issues. So, you know, depends who you speak to. Cavernous boot space with the rear seats down. You can really notice the size difference between this and the Tiggo 8. This is a full-size SUV. Let's see what it's like with the seats up, how much space. See, with the seats up, you still get a decent, you can still put some luggage in the back here. This is one of the bigger boots I've seen for a 7-seater with all 7 seats up. And with them down, so easy. Like, I like a good manual system. In terms of looks, I mean, it looks, the berries like the rims, like the tires. I got nice all-terrain tires on here, so I got a bit more confidence off-road. If this was right, I'd definitely go up a size with an all-terrain. They got the Wrangler highway terrains, I beg your pardon. I thought they had the all-terrains on here, but still a decent tire. Will get the job done. Front end is very sexy. It's a big, solid truck. In terms of rear, you got USB and micro USB charging and air conditioning control at the back. So, comfortable place to be. And then when you want to close it, touch the button and down she goes. And then for opening the boot, you just press this twice and then up she comes. And you see here with the, you get quite a bit of boot space. Let me put my bag in there to show you how much we got. You can fit a decent sized bag in there. I mean, this is one of the bigger boots on a 7-seater I've seen. And then you fold this puppy down and then you've got acres of room. Okay, the dog's been in the back, so it's a bit messy, but that is massive space. This is a big, big girl, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big one. And look at all this leg room. So if you've got big kids or taking a lot of people with you, this really does tick a lot of boxes, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't have the air purifier, which I've never come across an air purifier which the Tiggo 8 had. And if you have a car that doesn't have it on, it kind of, you notice the difference. Because now I'm following this guy and following that guy, and I could smell his diesel loud and clear, but in the Tigger, I couldn't I couldn't smell his diesel. So I think that more car companies should really get on board what Tigger Cherry's doing, is put an air purifier in your air conditioning system. It makes perfect sense, because China's not the only country that has pollution issues. I mean, anybody driving to work or school in traffic is going to be susceptible to the same problems. Yo, this is just off the chain. Off the chain. Anything I don't like about the car, normally on a car there's something that just doesn't really, well, besides it being a little bit dark in here with a lot of black, in terms of the drivability of the car, the functionality of the car, it just makes a lot of sense. It's got a decent sized boot for when all the seats are in use. Normally on a 7-seater it's tiny, but you can actually fit a decent size suitcase in the back here. I mean, you're not going to fit a big suitcase, but definitely hand luggage you can get on easily into the back here and still have 7 people in the car. And if you do have a big family, this is such a good tower. You could easily have a little fender trailer and you'd be sorted. You'd be very sorted, and you can do that kind of the Silence engine is different to the Amarok. This is not the VW Amarok engine. This is a Ford engine, and it sounds a bit different. It sounds more sedate, if you will. It's not quite the Amarok to me sounds like a Spitfire. It's bubbling away, and this is more just, it reminds me a lot of the 3.2 5-cylinder the old 3.2 5-cylinder Ranger engine that's in terms of the sound and it's like the 3.2 5-cylinder but with more power. Basically, they feel like they're from the same lineage, which is fine. That was one of my favorite engines, but I did find that was a little bit underpowered in a car this size. It needs the V6. In the Bucky, the 3.2 is perfect, but in this, I find you need the 3.6. But having said that, I drove the 2-liter bi-turbo and didn't find that underpowered whatsoever. This is just more power and less stress on the engine. I mean, realistically, if you've only got a 2-liter with a twin turbo and you're pushing a big weight around, that's gonna, it's gonna suck petrol. I saw some tow tests, and when a 2-liter twin turbo is towing a heavy load, it's the fuel economy gap between the V6 and the twin turbo is much narrower. You can open that up or close it, and then you can close that bad boy there. You want the old lid back on. Map's good, you can get everything you need. I would probably, if I had to get nitpicky, I'd probably want a smaller screen. I don't need such a big screen, but maybe cut it off there so it's less in your eye line. But the market they're catering to these days is very a techie market. It's like my other daughter actually had a great idea. Is with these screens, what if you could actually detach it? If it became like an iPad, you could click in there and use it, and then you could detach it, and then the passenger could use it for something else, like a detachable screen on here. That's revolutionary stuff. And let's get it through the gears. And there we go. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on the highway, so we're at 110 and we're doing under 2,000 revs. That's where these big diesels, they're not working very hard. It's doing like 1,800 revs and it's just ambling along here. You've got various different options, you got chip and fuel. So let's look at the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. So I've done 401k in this car and I'm doing 12.1 kilometers, and that was probably 80% highway, 10% city. And then in the lifespan with all, if we look at a longer view of the car with some other journos driving over the last 1,894 k's, it's done 12.2. So my driving is pretty similar to the rest of you little cheeky blighters. But anyway, I think if you were driving sensibly, you could get it to 11. But why would you when you can do this? I mean, check that out. That is really, really saucy. And that turbo just percolates in the back. You've got the cruise control, so I can set it to follow matey. Yeah, I'm following matey. I'm not, my hands aren't even on the steering wheel now. Then after 20 seconds, it asks you to put your hands back on the steering wheel. Back. So there you've got your active cruise control, which is, for a car in this segment, is what the market is looking for. We got her going, tater tats. You got my view, you got different options, tire pressure, off-road status, configure my view. So this it's customizable certain degree. And the nice thing about Ford is parts is always readily available. They've got a great network around the world in some of these smaller towns as well, especially in South Africa. Toyota and Ford have the best dealer network. But when you're buying a car, you want to buy a car that you're not going to need to go to the dealer with. It's just going to work. So please, if you had the last Everest or have this model, please let me know in the comments how the reliability has been going, what has been your experiences, pluses and minuses, and yeah, I'll be happy to hear from you. But from my 1 week stay with this car, it is banging. This might also look good in the same color as the stitching, that kind of raptor orange, but also brighten things up a bit. Oh, look what's in front of us, a Mini Cooper on the back of a flatbed. I think I'll be holding on those BMW shares. In terms of the back seats, getting them up and down, it's manual as opposed to the Platinum, which is auto. I'm happy with the manual, one less thing to worry about. The less unnecessary electronics I can get is in the car, the better. Easy to get up and down. The rear seats you can actually roll to get okay, she's a big gal. Biggie. You really gotta be careful with this car, but it's so fast. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. More to come in Africa sideways. We're getting the Mahindra Scorpio and taking it back into the bush next week. And then after that, we're going with Trimmer in the Wildtrak. We're putting that up against the Jeep. So catch you next time on Africa Sideways. Peace.